So we finished the self-discovery book, and now we're starting something you forgot along the way. Stories of wisdom and learning to helping us put the Dharma into practice in our daily life so we can get the good harvest and enjoy more peacefulness and more fulfilling lives. Okay, so today's story is number 1. Making the world happier. A smiling face and a word of kindness. John Wanamaker, 1838 to 1922, was a department store pioneer. One day, a young man came to apply for an advertised job opening in his store. Wanamaker himself conducted the interview, and the applicant answered every question with a firm yes or no. He was a strapping young man with impressive academic credentials, and no one present at the interview doubted he had nailed the job. Even so, Wanamaker turned him down. "He seemed like a fine fellow," commented one of Wanamaker's aides. "Was there something about him you didn't like?" Wanamaker explained, "He answered all my questions with a plain yes and no, instead of yes, sir, no, sir. If he doesn't know enough to be polite to me, I doubt he would treat customers with the proper consideration. In my store, the customer always comes first. I couldn't possibly hire him." The story illustrates the power of a single word. Wanamaker's employees used to say that one cheery "good morning" from the boss was enough to make them enjoy a week's work. Their joy in working translated into booming success for the store. People talk about serving society, but nothing does so much to make the world a happier place as a smile and a cheerful hello. Like a street performer, Wanamaker brought hope and cheer to all around him. The worst skinflints are those who are stingy with smiles and hellos. All it takes to make others happy is a twinkle in the eye and a word or two. So don't hoard them. The Anglican clergyman Sidney Smith, 1771 to 1845, said, "When you rise in the morning, form a resolution to make the day a happy one to a fellow creature." By doing this for 10 years, he pointed out, one could make 3,650 people happy, the equivalent of making a charitable donation to an entire town. That would indeed be an act of charity in keeping with Shakyamuni's teaching to have a smiling face and speak words of kindness. Okay, very good. So, yeah, I really love this story, and no wonder it's at the very beginning of this book, because for me personally, when I found Buddhism 20 some years ago, so I was so fascinated by the world of enlightenment and absolute happiness that that was all I was thinking about, which is not a bad thing, but I remember I was isolating myself from others that maybe I felt they were not very good friends. And by that, I actually what happened was maybe I was not greeting people with a cheerful hello and and yeah, or good mornings and smiles. I was like too focused on my own goal, and I suffered for it. So now that I look back, I feel um, yeah, bad causes produce bad effects, just as good causes produce good effects. We need to cherish our ties or bond with other people and show concern for their happiness too. That's the high road of benefiting ourselves by benefiting other people. That's the spirit of Mahayana Buddhism. So a lot of time, if we forget about people around us, like what this clergyman shared here with us, if we forget to form a resolution to make the day a happy one to a fellow creature, at least one more person or an animal, to make them happy. So yeah, after one whole year or 10 years, we can make so many other people happy. So people just talk about they want to create a change in the world, but then they forget to greet or express gratitude to others or show a smile. Yeah, Buddha teaches us when we smile, it puts other people at ease and they can forget the sufferings of their life, even for a brief time. That is a gift. It's like, okay, for this time, we are together. I'm going to be smiling. It's about you. I want you to be at ease so you don't have to worry about your struggles. And it inspires people to seek for the true happiness. What if life could be always like that? What if our state of mind could always be with a smile and have that ease and peace? So it aspires us to seek greater form of happiness. Yeah. So yeah, and sometimes people who just speak very succinctly, just yes and no. So it can put other people at ease as if they show no concern for their presence. And yeah, so it's always good when we greet people like, good morning, how are you doing? Did you have a good night rest? Follow it up with one more statement, not just like good morning, but oh, thank you. Yesterday you were hosting that group. I really appreciate your time and effort. These are very simple acts of kindness in accordance with the first parameter that Buddha teaches us will bring us abundance of fruits of happiness. So we want to remember that and